Welcome to the desert of the real.
Different people. Whether or not you want to admit it or not, we are two completely different beings. Okay? And we got to stop trying to be like them. We got to stop trying to be like them. We got to stop trying to conform.
I'm so sick of even giving them any airtime. I'm sick of giving them airtime,
you know
period.
Fuck them folks. Unfortunately, we got to do it because we still got black women that's watching Wendy Williams. We still got people that's out there doing these things, and these are adults with grown children. So either we're going to do our job and educate our people, or we might as well just throw up our hands and be individuals.
I ain't throwing up my hands. I ain't going to throw up my hands, but I will let those motherfuckers that are supposed to be casualties become casualties. I ain't saving motherfuckers no more.
No more Captain Saberholes for me. You better listen and learn. And get up, pull up your bootstraps, and let's run. Because if not, you in trouble. You in trouble. And everything you do, every day you get up and you fight for your kids. You get up and you go out there and you work amongst these filthy people, and they doing things that they don't have no business doing at the job. And you deal with it, and you got to sit through it. Some of us just, you know what, if you can't beat them, join them. But then you got other people with strong minds, and they just can't do that. You fight like that for your kids just to let them be gobbled up by this corrupt system, then everything you did was for naught. You might as well just lay down. Don't get up and go to work tomorrow. Don't send your kids to school tomorrow. Just stop. Because it's all for naught.
First of all, you need to be starting homeschooling your kids anyway. For real. Stop letting them get fed this goddamn poison that they feed them in these schools.
That's the truth.
Real.
They teach these kids to memorize.
Unfortunately, a lot of the mothers don't have that luxury. Unfortunately, they have to get up and they have to work.
That's when their husband need to get their ass up and start teaching. It need to be alternate then, because it ain't just the women that got to raise these children. Us men need to step up too and teach our children too. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where the biggest problem is. Fuck all these gender roles. We need to take a role as a family, as a whole. So that means that everything that you do, I do. And that's just the way it goes down.
That's right.
That's the woman's job.
There's a slight problem, man.
Huh? What'd you say, brother?
But the problem is this. I'm not going to really preach to the average working, everyday person. I'm not going to do it. We got a systematic problem. And until we address this situation systematically, people ain't going to change. They're not going to do it. We're going to be wasting our time and our breath. You have to change the context in which we live in. If you don't do that, we are just sitting up here telling people what they should and should not do is a waste of time. Waste of time. Never going to happen. Because the individual does not exist in a vacuum. The family doesn't exist in a vacuum. Both of those things are products of the environment. And what type of individual and what type of family you have will depend on how your environment is. And right now, we don't control our environment
at all.
So until we control our environment, all of this moral stuff about what we should do or what we shouldn't do is a waste of time. It's not going to change anything. Not going to happen. We got to have businesses. My thing is, and I'll say this on the air, we need to start extorting anybody in our community who ain't black African. You got to pay a tribute for being there, or either get your damn store burned down. Now, when you really get serious, that's what you'll do. That's what gangsters used to do. Real gangsters used to extort anybody who wasn't from that community. You can just come setting up shop and not paying no tribute.
No more. There's no
These
such
dudes
thing
done
as
seen too many These dudes done seen too many kung fu pictures and too many mafia movies. They scared.
And listen to what the hell these rebels talking about, which is nothing. It's all make believe. My thing is, if you can sit up here and repeat a whole Lil Wayne song, you better not come in the house with no damn beat. I need
First of all, if your kid is in school, you shouldn't be listening to Lil Wayne. Okay?
Lil Wayne don't even remember what he says.
To Lil Wayne
if you take Lil Wayne and put him into a body bag and throw him off the East River, there'll be another Lil Wayne to replace him.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
If you take P Diddy and if you took P Diddy and put him into a casket and buried him 20 feet under the earth, there'd be another P Diddy to replace him. Our problem isn't these individuals. Our problem is the system that produces them.
Yeah.
And until we start addressing that,
I don't even necessarily.
we just get rid of one, and another one's going to come and profit and take their place.
As the parents, they better get out of hand. Like, I just feel like a lot of stuff come from home. Like, you got to teach it from home.
But the home is in the context. The home is not just some abstraction. A home is built up of the individuals, a mother, a father, children. Those children are products, and the father and the mother are products of the community. So if you got a community of crackheads, what makes you think your kids is going to come out productive?
We got about 5 minutes left.
If you got a community where nobody has any type of education on who the hell they are, what makes us think that the kids is going to come out now all of a sudden working in their own interest? This is a systems problem. And until we address this systematically, nothing is going to change. And my input into helping the things is to let everybody know, as long as I can breathe, I'm going to let them know that these people that you voting for, these people that you are going to the church and putting your money in a collection plate, all of these people. Oh, let me not leave these people out. These people who are up in the celestial waters. These people, these Egyptians, these Moors, anybody, I don't care. I'm anybody. Just throw them all in. All of these groups in our neighborhood is not for us. They're not. If they were for us, we wouldn't be in this situation right now.
Exactly.
So what we need to do is we need to first establish who's real and who's not. If you can't do that, what move can you possibly make? You're going to run for every mirage in the desert that you see? We got to establish who's real and who's not. And the people who's real will be trying to connect with other brothers and sisters. If you're into your own little thing, in your own little circle, and you're not reaching out and connecting with other brothers and sisters, you're fake as far as I'm concerned.
You're fake. You're Jack faking. Exactly.
Holla.
Yo.
Yeah. I remember you did when I first listened to your show with Ambassador Saw, you had a sister monologue, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened with her, and then you trying to get Dr. Little Africa together, and you're trying to work something out like a clinic or something?
The same thing that happened when I tried to get the Hebrew Israelites and the Nation of Islam and the 5%, the Nation of Gods and the Earth, all three factions of the Nation of Islam. I tried me, Mac, Larry, and Talib, and Master Saw. During that time, we tried to get all of these groups. I learned a lot during that period.
Yep.
I learned that these groups are full of shit. That's what I learned. All of them is full of shit.
So I'm about to be I'm trying to be a medical student. So I was wondering, because they're into the whole medicine thing, shouldn't they be getting together and trying to set up shop like a free clinic somewhere in the hood or something? So that way, if I'm graduate, I can get.
No, you know why? No. You know why it's not going to happen, brother? Because the drug dealer who's got his block is not going to go to another drug dealer who got another block and say, yo, let's hook up so we can control this. They're not going to do it. They say, yo, I'm on my block. I control this, you control that, and that's how we're going to do. We're going to carve this community up, and we all going to get paid.
That's what.
No, but even drug dealers
just
form
what they're
cartels, though. Even drug dealers form cartels so that that way they can get more control. So
what
why
do you mean real drug dealers do? Real drug dealers do.
That's what real drug dealers do. We ain't got no real drug dealers.
We ain't got no
corner boys.
We ain't got none of those in that community. So, you know. But listen, yo, we got like a minute and 25 seconds left, man. So let's start saying our goodbyes. And
I love every last one of you.
It was definitely an enlightening show. It was definitely an enlightening show. And hopefully we all got something. The brother Tim put his number out there for you guys to get in touch with him. So please do. And for those of you that out there that don't mean us no good, stay the fuck away from us for real, because you're gonna lose yours for real. And with that said, Joe, I close out this way. I'm hitting it right now.
I'm blacker than the ace of spades and more militant than you and your whole damn army put together. And while you out there chanting at rallies and browbeating politicians, I'm taking out any money front sucker on a Hummel that gets in my way. So I tell you what, when your so-called revolution starts, you call me, and I'll be right down front showing you how it's done. But until then, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking.
That's right.
Peace, bitches.
Peace, fam.
Peace, fam. Peace.